welcome to the Elevation Effect podcast. Still haven't worked out how I'm introing this because this is only my third one. But I have a very special person with me today. Ree, how are you?
I'm well, thanks, Kel. How are you?
Good, good. So for those of you who don't know, Ree keeps my body functioning well, although I'm pretty sure I got sick last time because you might have stirred up some lymph nodes.
But to be honest, you were pretty well flat.
You did say that when I walked in. So, Ree, for viewers who don't know, can you tell them what you do for a job?
Okay, well, I run a wellness centre at Moffat Beach. I've been a RMT, remedial massage therapist, for over 30 years. And I think, to be on the side of caution, I've probably had about 10,000 bodies on my table over the years. I'm from Sydney, and through that time I've worked with the V8 supercar guys, I've worked with professional golfers, footballers, bodybuilders, strongmen, mums and dads and kids.
Yeah.
So I've got a wide variety of experience under my belt.
Yeah.
And done a lot of things. So started as a remedial massage therapist. Mm-hmm. Basically because I had kids and, got interested in that sort of thing. Always loved the gym, bodybuilding, nutrition. And that's kind of what sparked me was how does the body work? What does it function? How does it move? Why do we do this and that? And that's what got me into it.
Yeah.
So from there, it's been a spiral, I started with a little bit of the hippie stuff with your crystals and your chakras and all that sort of stuff. And then I went down the nutrition aisle and... so I've graduated now and I've done Spinal Flow, which is quite new.
Yes.
In saying that, 20 years.
Yes.
But people are just coming to the light of it.
I feel like it takes a long time for it to kind of circulate, right? Like the idea of it.
I listened to an interesting podcast yesterday run by a woman who does lymphatic drainage and stuff.
Okay.
And she said it takes 17 years for the general GPs to actually recognise a therapy. 17 years, that's incredible, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people under the radar.
Absolutely.
So, it takes a while.
Yeah.
It takes 20 years down the track and we're just like the light bulbs going on. So Spinal Flow is a beautiful modality.
Yeah.
Very gentle. So gone are the days of me getting the elbows and, the leg up on the table.
I mean, I do like that sometimes.
Well, it has its place, right? It does have its place. Yeah. But this is very gentle and it works on your nervous system.
Yes.
So we all are so busy, so hung up on our day-to-day, got to be here, got to be there, got to get the kids, got to get to work, got to pay the bills, that we disconnect from our body.
Yes.
And we're in our head, totally in our head.
Yes.
And our body just goes along for the ride.
Yes.
So put you on the table and it's like, okay, we're going to drop you now.
It's like when the check engine light is flashing in your face and you still drive the car anyway.
Yeah, before the engine blows up, right? We want to stop you just before we blow a fuse. So it's quite gentle and it is. It's tapping into your nervous system.
Yes.
So it works with the base of the brain and the base of the spinal cord, which is connected. It was developed by a chiropractor, Dr. Carly Axford, and she worked in the Texas Institute for Back Problems for a lot of years.
Yeah.
And she found there's got to be a better way, right?
Yes.
Like you walk out, you come back next week, you got the same problem. You walk out, you come back next week, the same problem.
Yeah.
Nothing much is changing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is emotional as well.
Yes,
Our body
100%.
holds those emotions, right?
Yeah.
Cracking your bones doesn't change anything. Mm-hmm. It just aligns you for a little bit until you walk out the door and the body goes,
gives you temporary relief, right?
100%.
It's like a Panadol.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we're changing the pattern.
Yeah.
And we're changing the way the body thinks and feels and reacts.
Yeah.
So lots of things can change, and sometimes it's not even just a physical change.
Yes.
It can be something out in your sphere that changes, the way you perceive something, the way you react to something, the way you feel about something.
Yeah.
So it's an incredible modality, really different. Yeah.
So we were talking just before we started recording, and I was saying to you the one thing I really love about you is that you do the elbow stuff and you do the spinal stuff, the access bars as well.
Yes.
And it's what I love is that I'll walk into the clinic to see you, and you say to me, okay, where are you at? How are you feeling? Mm-hmm. And they're the first two questions you always ask me, how's the body feeling and how are you? And you know me pretty well anyway because you train with me. So you kind of already have that like little bit of
Yes.
background and you know
Yes.
where I'm at.
And you've been with me for a while,
I
right?
have
So,
been coming to you for 2 years now.
Yeah, would at least 2 years.
Yes, because you got me through my last prep in alignment with my physio. So, which is great because I alternate you guys week to week.
Yes.
So it's perfect as an athlete and a bodybuilder because we never look after ourselves properly. Let's be honest here. And so I walk in and you're like, how are you? Where are you at? And I say, blah, 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 and then you go, we don't need this today. We need this today.
Yes. Yes.
And that's where I was at last week when I came and saw you just before I got sick. And you said, like, I laid down on that bed and I didn't know I was sick. Like, I didn't know I was going to get sick or anything. Like, I felt completely normal. I laid down on that bed, and as soon as you touched my spine with your fingers, you were like, your body's fucked. Like, you're fucking, you're topped out. And you knew straight away, like, from touching me. Cause obviously,
basically, your body was fatigued, right? Like,
Yeah.
you run really hard. And you don't stop
What
until
do
you
you
slap the
mean?
wall, okay? You're like
Slap
that
the wall?
engine light, and you go
Run
like
through the wall?
That's it. And we slide down for a couple of days, and then we pick it up and we do it again. There's no
I'm
regulation.
getting tow trucks away, right?
That's right. That's right. Exactly. And here's the thing, right? When somebody walks in, I'm already assessing you before you even talk to me.
Yes, yeah.
I'm like looking at, how does your face look? What's your skin tone look like? How is it holding your shoulders? What's your posture like?
Yeah.
And you can assess somebody in the first minute
Yes.
that you see them.
Yes.
And you go, okay, this chick, she's done.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
does
She's
not
cooked.
need to be pummeled today. You know, and then other times you come in, you're like, bouncing off the ceiling. I'm like, holy shit, I need to slam her.
Yeah, I'm getting some elbows in those glutes today.
Exactly. So, you know, and everybody's different.
Yeah.
Like, I know, you know, when you build a website and they say a remedial massage or an aromatherapy or this or that, and I go, look, just book a massage, come in, and I'm just going to do me.
Yeah.
Because I've got so much experience, and over the years, it's muscle memory in your hands, right?
Yes.
Like we have muscle memory in our body. The hands do too. So we're dealing with so many different people.
Yeah.
You go, oh, wow, this is this or this is that. And you tap in and you can actually feel the synovial fluid moving through the spine, or you can see the movement of the discs.
Yeah.
You can see the breath.
The breath is one that you always say to me because it's like, your breath is jammed here, halfway through your back, we need to push you up to here.
Yeah, this is what we call a spinal blockage, right?
Yes.
It's like kinking your hose, where the water doesn't actually go through. It's just like a trickle.
Yes.
And that's where your breath stops. And it's kind of like we shallow breathe because we forget to breathe.
Yeah.
As stupid as that sounds, because we do it automatically.
It's true. It's
but
all
we
up
shallow
here,
breathe.
right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So, and it will show on your spine. So then it's like, okay, just remember you're here, right? And then all those blockages have a reason. Like, is it because maybe if it's your lower back, okay, what's going on in your life? Where are your foundations not stable? What's happened? Who's pulled the rug out from under you?
Yes.
You know, or if it's your head.
Yes.
You know, what are you overthinking?
Yeah.
Or what emotion is triggered?
Yes.
Or, you know, there's all different things. Maybe it's you can't speak and you're not able to say what you think or feel about somebody, so you're swallowing all of that.
Yes.
And then, you know what? Guess what? We got thyroiditis or something like that because it's created a problem that we've never dealt with.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it's amazing
it's
how
so
the body...
interesting.
Oh, it's
and
fascinating.
I know when I first came to you, like, I obviously had no idea about it when I first came and saw you, and you were telling me about it, and we did one session. I'm like, oh, yeah, that was okay. And then I always give things like a few chances because I feel like it takes time to, number one, accept what you're being told. But number two, it takes your body time to kind of come to the party as well. And I know that, like, for the first few times that I came, it was like, oh, yeah, that was nice. But then now, like, as soon as my body hits your table, I almost pass out, don't I? Like, almost every time I fall asleep. And it's like, holy crap. And I said to you, it wasn't last time, it was the one before that. And I said to you, I'm like, I woke up and you're like, yep, definitely fell asleep that time. And I said, yeah, I know. I said, it would have been, 10 minutes, you
Yes.
reckon?
Yep.
And I said to
If
you,
that.
I feel like I've had a better sleep in that 10 minutes than I've had all night.
Because you've gone into a deep sleep,
Yeah,
right?
it was
Instead
like,
of just a shallow.
because all I remember was like you were massaging, and then next minute I wake up and you're at my head doing like access bars, and I'm like, what happened? How do we get here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's a beautiful thing. And I think we're so stuck on massage being elbows and
Yes.
hard and pummeled. And then when someone comes in and it's a gentle touch, they go,
Oh yeah.
what is she
nuts.
doing?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that is nothing.
Yeah.
You do really need to give it a few treatments.
Yeah.
Because
I honestly recommend
something
that.
will change.
Yeah.
You cannot work with that system in your body and have nothing change.
Yeah.
And it's a trust thing as well, right?
Absolutely.
When no one knows you and you've got this person just touching you and
Yes.
you're going, wow, I've paid money for this, and she's like doing nothing.
Yes.
That's a hard thing,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But then when the body gets to know, and I get to know your body, and we
Yes.
can tweak little areas, it's like an aha moment. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, when you get that aha moment, it's
Yeah.
like your world changes.
It's definitely.
Your world changes.
Definitely.
Like, I've had people that have come in and they're like, I hate my job, I haven't been in a relationship forever, my anxiety is huge. Whammy, 6 weeks later, guess what? We've got a new partner. I
Yeah.
got a promotion at work. The house is sold.
Confidence is
Like,
a big one. You work a lot with that.
huge.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
work a lot with kids with that. Like, I'm
Yes.
amazed at how many of our young ones nowadays, and my youngest one is like 5
Yes.
at the moment. Anxiety deluxe, can't
Yep.
go to school, cries, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Okay.
And seriously, they're the biggest tick
One of
because
them
they
was
respond well.
you told me about one of them. I think it was when I first started with you. You told me about one, and they had like a pretty debilitating, like it was anxiety or something, and they wouldn't sleep. And they came in, and after the third session, the child started sleeping through and things
Yeah,
like that.
100%.
And it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I've got a little 8-year-old who's a bedwetter.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Been wetting his bed now for over a year.
Yeah,
Change
right.
of schools, change
Yes.
of friends, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No matter what, couldn't stop. He's had 3 sessions, dry.
Fine.
Dry.
Yeah,
And his
perfect.
mum just can't believe
Yeah.
the change in him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And it's the way you talk to kids as well, right? You've got to make them feel
Absolutely.
comfortable. And most of my kids now go to sleep on the table.
I feel like, because you're a grandma.
I am a
Right.
grandma.
So-
21 times over, let me tell you.
How
about that?
I feel like you have that like real cool grandma vibe though. Like you're
Yeah, that's because
young.
I'm an old bitch.
Well, I was gonna say you're young, but you're like, do you know what
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean?
in
Like
that
you're still a
twilight.
grandma, but you're still young kind
Yeah,
of thing. Like
yeah.
you're young at heart, right?
I was lucky enough to have my kids early.
Yes.
So I've grown up with my kids.
Yeah.
And I've still got energy enough to play with my
Yes.
grandkids and,
Well, I
yeah,
feel
it's
like
good.
that might go back a little bit to your lifestyle as well, because do you want to give people a
100%.
bit of a history around your like your health and fitness?
Okay, so when I was 18,
Mm-hmm.
I had my first baby. Couldn't touch my toes. Could not touch my toes. And I remember living in Cairns
Mm-hmm.
and watching the TV this day, and it was called Slim City. The first gym ever to hit Cairns. I know, how bizarre, right?
Oh my god!
And I thought, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I
Why
needed
not?
to lose some weight after a baby and couldn't touch my toes. And
Because we need to be skinny then, right?
yeah, well,
yeah.
it was Jane Fonda, right?
Yeah.
We had the big fuzzy froze and we had the, leopard print bloody leotards.
You're giving away the.
I know, I'm giving away my age, I know. And we had the leg warmers and hairbands and, man, we were the coolest kids on the block, I'm telling you. Unbelievable.
I love it.
So along I went, and 4 months after that I started working for her. So it was all aerobics based,
Yeah. Okay.
right?
Yeah. Of course.
And that's where my
the
journey,
era.
yeah, and that's where my journey started. So from 18, I've been in the gym, and it's just become more and more and more of a passion to me about looking after yourself and
Yes.
about eating right and
Yes.
about taking care of, how you live.
Yes.
So I'm totally boring where I don't drink and I don't smoke,
Yeah.
and I count macros and all that sort of stuff.
All the
but
good things in life.
all the good things, yeah, the great things, And I was 36 when I had my last baby.
Yeah.
And I remember my
So
girlfriend.
that's 18 years of having kids, mate.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I know, because I got 5. Anyway, I went along to this presentation this night. My girlfriend's sister-in-law had come across from America who was a body sculptor.
Okay, yes.
And I just looked at her and went, I can do that.
Yep. Of course you did.
And because I'm such a, when I get my mindset, I get my mindset. So then I went on the journey to do that. So I competed for 20 years
Yes.
in Sydney and reached the top of my game and all the rest of it. Yeah, and I must say, like, it's stood my kids into really good standards.
I was going to say, because some of your kids, most of your kids are really like...
All of my kids now, bar 2,
yeah.
Are into the gym.
Yeah.
And my eldest son now is prepping for a comp next year.
Yeah.
My other son is doing Olympic lifting and doing his journey, and the girls are doing their gym thing and all the rest of it around their parenting and bits and bobs.
Yeah.
But for years, I remember, I'd get up at 5 o'clock and get on the treadmill because I had to do it before I went to work.
Yes.
And the amount of slack that I got from my kids.
Yeah.
Boiled chicken again, Mum. Oh, God, that stinks. What are you doing this? The crazy lady next door on the treadmill, all that sort of stuff. And now I'm laughing because they're all doing the same thing, packing their food and prepping and, But they all say, thank you. Thank you for teaching us how to look after ourselves and how to eat, because so many don't, right?
Yeah.
So many, and I look at them.
I was that halfway parent. So my 2 older kids, when I started doing this, they were like 8 and 9 or something like that. So I'd lived a really unhealthy life, and they watched me change significantly in 6 years. And so I know that, like, my eldest, he rings me all the time and he goes, Mum, I just want to thank you for, like, teaching us the right way. Like, but they saw it too.
Yes.
And I know that, like, and I train a lot of mums.
Yeah.
And it's always that mum guilt shit. And it's like, we put that on ourselves.
100%.
We put that on ourselves. And I had Brooke in, which is Dylan's partner, yesterday. And I don't know if you saw it on my stories,
did see that
but Charlie was lifting the weights.
What a great thing.
Every time he's in there now, so he's in that gym 3 days a week with Brooke.
Yeah.
So he sees her 3 days a week, commit for that half an hour to herself to come and see me. And it's so normal for him now. Yeah. Like, at the start, it was a little bit disruptive. He wasn't sure. Like, he didn't know. Now, he'll either quite happily sit on the couch, eat his breakfast, and watch a cartoon while she's training, or he'll come out and he'll train.
And here's the thing, kids are so much like SpongeBob's, right? And they suck it in. And he sees that.
Yeah, 100%.
And as he gets older and he sees his mum changing, he's going to develop her habits.
Yes.
It might not be straight away.
Yes.
Like, it took my son till he was 30.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But now it's like, I get it.
Sometimes they've got to go through that shitty, like, being unhealthy part or that young,
the whole thing, though, my kids, they never drank and they never smoke.
Yeah.
They'd party, yes, but they didn't need the alcohol and the bullshit.
Yes.
And because I was looking after them at home, obviously, their food was always a big thing. Because no matter how broke we were, I would never skimp on food.
Yes.
It was like, I will go without a haircut. I will go and it's my non-negotiable. Yeah. And it is still my non-negotiable.
And it should be, because without our insides being okay, what do we got?
100%. Because my thing is, anyway. You know what? You feed yourself shit, you're going to look like shit, you're going to feel like shit. Yeah. So why? And seriously, to go and buy shit food is more expensive than the good stuff.
Yeah, I think there's that real. I really want to break that down, because I feel like, and I will do it one day when I'm not in prep and I can eat some crap, so that I can, like, prove a point.
Yeah.
But like, people always say to me, "Oh, it's so expensive to go and do, like, healthy grocery shopping. Like, it costs X amount," and I'm like, okay, so it costs me, like, what, $15 a kilo for chicken breast. A kilo.
And you're eating 100 grams of chicken per meal, right?
$15. And it's like, I can't buy any takeout meal for that anymore.
No.
Just about. Like, and if I do, it's one meal.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. It's one meal for me. So a kilo of chicken breast doesn't do our house very long, because we're all on a ridiculous amount of protein content. But, like, generally speaking, for a general population person, it's going to last you at least, what, 4 nights or something, you know?
You know, if you break it down, okay, so my partner and I will have a steak most nights, and we
Yep.
have rib fillet, which
Yep.
is a good cut of meat.
Yes.
And it costs me $16 for 2 steaks.
Yeah.
So that's $8 each.
Yes.
Right? I
Yes.
can stick a salad together with that
Yeah.
for about $2.
Yeah.
That means I am eating steak and salad
Yeah.
for $10.
Yes.
$10.
And it's like this much food
yeah,
too,
correct.
right?
Right. If I go to McDonald's and I buy a hamburger and a drink,
Yes.
I'm paying $15.
Yes.
Yeah, the convenience of somebody serving me.
Yeah.
But really, when you look at it, you're waiting in line for
Yes.
it. You're having to order. You're having to drive there. You're having
Yep.
to drive
Yep.
home.
It's more expensive.
It's more expensive.
Super high in sodium.
Yeah. And you eat it and you're starving.
Yeah, and you eat it and then half an hour later you're
Yeah,
hungry
yeah, yeah.
again.
So to me, it doesn't compute.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I just
I think
don't
it's
understand
I think it's a convenient excuse for the most part.
I think it is. And
Yeah.
I also think people have lost that knack of how to cook and
I
how
think
to
people
understand.
try to overcomplicate it.
Yeah, there's
Like,
so much
it's
information out there,
Because
right?
people always go, "What are your recipes?" And I'm like, chicken breast with some seasoning and roast potatoes. That's
Simple.
that's my recipe.
Yeah.
Literally, keep it simple. Like
Yes.
if you want to do if you're a foodie, I'm a bit of a foodie. I do love food, and so when I cook my more complicated meals, if I want a recipe and I want to try something new and Korean stir fried chicken or something delicious, I'll save it to the weekend when I have time. It's not something you eat during
Yes.
the week. I work 70 hours, you work probably
Same,
similar.
yeah.
And it's like, I don't have time, but everyone's like, oh, well, I don't have time to cook. Well, you do, because it takes 15 minutes. And either way, you've got to eat. And that 15 minutes of you spending
Yes.
cooking, you're going to be, like you
Yes.
said, waiting in line at McDonald's anyway.
100%.
So it's like, do you not have the time?
Yeah.
Or can you not be fucked? Like,
That's it.
Yeah.
I always treat cooking, because I'm a chef way back.
Yes, you are.
So I love to experiment with food and all the
Yes.
rest of it. And my kids always say, oh, give me the recipe. I say, I don't have one.
Yeah.
Like, my whole thing is, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it tastes like shit, you bin it and you start again,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So play with your food. Get
Yeah.
experimental. Get curious about
Yeah.
flavours and
Yeah.
things. And it's just, just have a go. Like, try it.
Spices aren't hard to mix together.
They
do you
are
know
not.
what I mean?
Just
So-
don't overspice it.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
like start slowly
Yeah.
and start simple.
And I think that because people use so many recipes and stuff like that, and the sauces are so rich, and they're having it all the time, you actually lose taste of food.
You do, yes.
So because I've been in prep for so long now, I always say this to everyone. I'm like, I can't believe the taste of pumpkin anymore. Like, pumpkin is so sweet to me because I don't have complex foods in my life.
Yes.
Like I said, I'll have a stir fry on a weekend or something, but that's it. And so all of my food, because it's so simple and what people might call bland, it's like, no, this stuff tastes really good.
Yes.
Stop eating the takeout, because that sodium will kill your taste buds.
Yes.
100%.
And the sugar.
And the sugar.
You know,
All
how
of-
high is it in sugar?
all of it.
Yeah.
Like, just the pure fact that it's over tasty. Like, they're making it like that so you keep coming back.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And when you look at what's actually in it,
Yes.
all the chemicals that are in it.
Yes.
Like, we're just chemical little machines walking around. I think I was listening to the Datora lady talk the other day, and
Yes.
she said, by the time 8 o'clock rolls around and we shower and do our hair and whatever, we've put on 52 chemicals.
Yeah.
52 chemicals.
Yeah.
And you think about it, you know,
'Cause
your
that's through-
deodorant,
yeah, I
your
was gonna say
soap, your
that's through
shampoo, your moisturiser,
your
your
face
face
stuff,
creams.
yeah.
They all have a different chemical
Yes.
compound.
Well, I mean,
in them,
everything
right?
has a chemical compound.
Correct.
Like, carrots have a chemical compound.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, and our foods are so processed nowadays.
And that's where it lies. Like, I remember a good tip I was given once. It was like, a majority of your shopping should be done on the outside of the aisles.
Yes. My thing
I
is,
love
you know,
that.
the least it's been interfered with by man,
Yeah.
the better it is for you.
100%.
So,
100%.
yeah.
Or what was the other one? If it eats from the ground, grows from the ground, or grows in a tree, they're the best options for
yes.
you. So,
And here's the thing with our body, right? And
Mm-hmm.
again, getting back to the spinal flow, is we carry 3 different sorts of stresses in our body.
yeah.
And the largest one that I come across is chemical stress.
Yeah, right.
And you can actually feel it in the tissue and the
mean,
muscles.
When you think about it, even if you're just walking around the street, you're probably absorbing chemicals through, like, gases
just sitting
and
here,
like, yeah.
we would have some sort of something in the air, right?
Yeah.
Because we all use, or well, most of us use plug-in air fresheners, or we burn some oils, or
have oils.
whatever.
I do have oils.
Yeah, you know, but you go out on the street and you've got the fumes of the petrol, the
that's what I
tyres,
mean.
the
The
brakes,
tyres, the,
the other people's deodorants.
I heard I can't remember the statistics, and I wish I could now that I'm bringing it up, but I heard a thing about the rubber from the tyres. So every time we drive, it eats away rubber from the tyres.
That's right.
The amount of rubber particles that we inhale per day, like plastic, they were talking about plastic particles, is out of control.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually out of control.
Well, I'm not sure nowadays what brake pads are made of, but years ago there used to be asbestos.
Yes.
So, you know, we all have some sort of asbestos exposure in our world. And, you know, fiberglass homes.
Yes.
And, fiberglass homes and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So,
Crazy.
you know, we are just big chemical melting pot.
And I think that, like, a big thing is like, people will often say, well, like, that's out of our control. And it's like, yes, so why don't you control what you can control?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's always a choice to control something in your life,
so you can control what goes into your body. Like, my perfect example, when I got sick last week, everyone's like, oh no, that must have been terrible through prep. And I'm like, well, it wasn't. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I still ate to the T. And they're like, oh, how? And I'm like, well, it's not hard because I'm eating good foods. And so me eating to the T actually probably made me get better faster because I'm eating the right food.
Yes.
I'm still fueling my body. My body needs fuel to fight that infection. And so it's like, I don't understand why it's an excuse to go and eat. I don't, get me wrong. I absolutely just wanted fucking Vegemite toast. Couldn't have it though, right? And honestly, is that going to actually help? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
It's a comfort thing. It's not like, it's not one of those things. It's like, I feel like we need to reprogram our brains.
Yes.
As to how we're thinking about our food.
Yes, because food has become a comforter, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially, I think, over the years where we've come a little bit disconnected from other people.
Yes.
Because we're on our phone.
Yes.
Like, my God, my grandies, when I was down the other month, right? One is in the bedroom and one is in the lounge room.
And they're talking to each other.
And they're texting. And I'm like, what is this? Get up off your backside and go in and talk to them. No, they're texting. I'm like, seriously, this is what we've become, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have a lot of connection. And I see a lot of people in the clinic that are single.
Yes.
And their biggest thing at night is usually they sit with a glass of wine and a packet of chips.
Yeah.
Because they're lonely.
Such a big thing.
You know, it's my way of relaxing.
Yes.
Well, is it really, or is it your way of comforting and rewarding yourself for the day?
I saw the best thing the other day. They're like, food is not a reward. You're not a dog.
That's right.
And I'm like,
that is
yes.
right.
That's so good.
That is right.
That's what we do to train our dogs, right?
100%. Yeah.
I'm
100%.
like, oh, wow, that just changed everything for me.
Yeah. And, you know, your body responds to what you eat.
Yeah.
It does. And in your case, you got sick because you were so exhausted and you weren't listening to your body.
Absolutely. Well, I did tell you that weekend just beforehand, I had said to Lee, I'm like, I need to book myself in a holiday. Like, I knew that I was there.
Actually, you did say that on Monday.
I did. I knew that I was there and I knew I had to do something about it. It's just I kind of left it that little.
Yeah.
So I'm getting better because I'm
reading.
I'm not completely burning out first and then being like, oh, I probably should take a break.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the just before I burn out, but just not quite enough to stop the burnout.
That's right. And then it slam dunks you. And this is the thing about massage or, you know, whatever your self-care package may be.
Yeah.
Is you don't need to wait till you have a problem. Because when you've got a problem, it's too late.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
100%.
I always say, like, do the prevention.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
we go and have our hair done once every 6 weeks or whatever.
I do not.
We get our car serviced.
I do
we
do
get,
that.
you know, like
Nails.
Whatever
eyebrows,
it is, whatever your
self-care.
thing is. Yeah. But we don't look after our body.
Yeah.
You know? And this is the only thing that's never cost us anything. We've come into the world and it hasn't cost us 1 cent.
Yes.
It's been given to us.
Yes.
And then we abuse it.
Yeah.
Oh, I say, like, if you were given a Ferrari,
Yeah.
would you put it out in the rain and you put E10 fuel in it and you wouldn't service it and all the rest of it?
Absolutely not.
Well, you're driving that
Yeah.
Ferrari 24/7. You get up every morning and you want it to perform.
Yes.
And when it doesn't, you crack the shits.
Yeah.
But you don't look after it.
Yeah, and then you kick it, right?
Yeah. And then you talk shit to yourself and all the
Yes.
rest of it. Like, do the prevention.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
you will be surprised at how much better
Yeah,
you will enjoy your life.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
it's a big thing.
Yeah, I think like a key takeaway is give it time, because like I said, like
Yep.
those first probably 3 sessions for me with you were like, well, they're nice and relaxing, but like I don't really
Yeah.
feel any different. But now I'm like, I really benefit from visiting you, and I
Yes.
notice, because remember how we had like, so I finished Worlds at the end of last year, and then not long after that you went on holidays.
Yes.
And then when you came back, or like I was away or something, and then there was this big,
Yeah, a
long,
significant chunk
like
of time.
3-month period.
Yes.
And when I came back to see you, I said, I am so fucking destroyed. Like my
Yeah.
body, I could feel the difference. And it's like, so I do get my eyebrows done, because heaven forbid I should actually try and do that shit myself. God knows what they would look like.
I wouldn't recommend that, actually.
No, so I do get my eyebrows done, but I don't get my face done. I don't get my lips done. I don't get my nails done. I don't get my hair done very often, only when it's desperate. Like I sacrifice, because I think money's a blocker for people at the moment.
Of course it is, yeah.
I sacrifice those things because I know that if I eat well and I look after my body properly, so I get my massage and I get my physio, they're more important to me than a set of nails.
Yeah.
And I think that
Agreed.
like people really need to think about, like, I feel like we went through this period of just being able to spend money everywhere because of, COVID.
Yeah, there was an excess and all the rest of it, right?
And then all of a sudden everything's having to tighten up now, and people are like, oh, I don't have money, and they tell me I don't have money, and then they go for an overseas Bali trip, and then they go to China for 3 weeks, and they've had 3 overseas holidays in the year, but tell me that they can't afford to eat well and go to the gym.
So their priorities are not there.
Correct. And so I think that we've lost that. Like I remember, and I was saying this to someone the other day, like people really have lost their way as far as like what's important. Because I very distinctly remember my mum and dad, their first TV, they had it for like 30 years. And their microwave, they have it for like 15 years. And their fridge they had for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And I know shit's not built like that anymore. I understand that. But I do feel like it's too easy to throw shit away and buy something new. And that's what we do.
100%
So
we
we're
do.
wasting money. Like we're not in that like saving money kind of era, or like
And I think it's also
prioritizing money era.
an impatience.
Yes.
People are impatient. If
So
it doesn't happen today,
impatient.
it's not going to happen.
So
right?
impatient.
But when you look at your health,
Yes.
a gym membership or
Yes.
a personal training
Yes.
session or a session with me or a session with the physio,
Yes.
what does that save you?
Yes.
Like if your body falls apart and you spend a week, 2 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it may be, and you can't work, what does that cost you?
What if you fall and break a hip? What does that cost you?
100%.
Yeah.
You know, if you build a strong body and you're in your best of health and you're in a good mindset, because
Yes.
the mindset is a huge part of
Huge.
things nowadays.
Huge.
There's so much judgment and so much comparison.
So much noise as well.
Yeah, we're busy
Like
all the
social
time.
media, it's just
yeah,
like-
it just never ends,
Yeah.
right? And the mindset affects the body.
Yeah.
And affects our thoughts and all the rest of it.
Yes.
So that costs you more than that $80 session
Yeah.
would cost you.
Yeah. If anything, it's like, how you like, okay, so my health insurance costs like, 10 grand a year.
Yeah.
But we'll break it down into smaller bits.
Yes.
It's no different for your PT, physio,
Correct.
massage. Like,
Correct.
Yeah. So it's like you're just breaking those health benefits down into smaller,
Yeah.
more manageable
And if you've done the
chunks.
pros and cons, what do
Yeah.
I get out of this as opposed to what do I get out of that?
Yes.
I guarantee you your health and fitness will have a list a mile long.
Yeah.
Whereas your nails and your Botox
Yeah.
is short-lived.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't
But
know.
it's very instant.
It is very instant. And, I think, like I've had 2 major accidents.
Yes.
Major accidents. And I reckon that it was my health and fitness
100%.
that bounced me back so fast.
100%.
Especially, you know, the last one was when I was 59,
Yes.
I think, and I was slammed into hospital for a couple of weeks.
Yes.
I was back at the gym only 2 weeks after that.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
and
I couldn't do that.
Not many women that age would be able to
No,
say
but
that
if
they
I
could
didn't
do
have
that.
my background of, you know, my training
Yes.
and my nutrition and all the rest of it, I would still probably be left with injuries.
Yes.
Like I've had double shoulder reconstruction.
Yes, you have.
And I know people that have had operations 6 weeks after me and are still not got their
Struggling.
range of motion
Yeah.
or not get their strength
Yeah.
and probably never will now because
Yes. It's been too long.
it's been too long.
Yeah.
You know, instead of getting back on the horse and going, right, I'm getting back in there.
I feel like it's a lot easier to recover mentally from it as well, as in, like, you know, so you have your reconstruction or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then I know that you were really low when you first came back to me. Like, you were like,
I thought my world had ended.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know
you
if
know?
I can do this. And like,
Yeah.
yeah, we can. We
Yeah.
absolutely can. You've been here before.
Yeah.
And so we did the work and we built up slowly. It's only been, what, 2 years?
2 years, yeah. 2 years.
And you are almost back exactly where you were beforehand.
Yeah, if not better, I reckon.
Yeah,
if not better.
Yeah, because
I feel stronger in myself and all the rest of it.
100%.
But, you know, there was a lot of tears and there was a lot of cursing and there was a lot of
But if you
stuff.
if you didn't come back, imagine where you'd be now.
Oh, yeah,
like
I probably...
if you didn't, you would still be crying.
I wouldn't be able to work.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the
Yes.
reality of it because I use my body as my tool. That's my
Yes.
work bot.
Yes.
Right? So if I don't keep it healthy, I don't work.
Yes.
And I'm coming up for 63.
Yes.
So I can still run.
Just in case
run
anyone
rings.
didn't work out the leotard era. How old
That's
Ree
right.
was.
That's right. You know, if I didn't look after myself, I'd be retired.
Yes.
Because I see a lot of women younger than me
Absolutely.
that are struggling.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, can't.
You should
Yeah,
be proud
can't
of
thank
yourself.
you. Yes. Yeah.
So, what's next for you, Ree?
What's next for me? I don't know. I'm just embarked with breast and chest care.
Yeah, you have.
So helping.
Which is super. That's a good passion project.
It's beautiful work. You know, really beautiful work. With reconstruction after breast surgery or after breast cancer, and just really nurturing that group of women.
Yeah.
And not only women, like men have breast cancer as well, in
Yes.
case anybody didn't know that.
Yes.
They also have breast reductions
Yes.
because some men are born with too much breast tissue
Yes.
and feel they need to get rid of that.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go down that path a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I'm super lucky, like, in my clinic, I deal with a lot of things. Like
Yes.
yesterday, I had a massage, I had a lymphatic drainage, I had an access bars, I had a hypnotherapy. So my day is like, what's next?
Yeah.
What's next?
At least you're always on your toes, though.
Yeah, but it's great, right? Like, it's
You're
so
not gonna get
rewarding.
bored.
And you're not bored. You're not bored. If I had to stand at a checkout putting groceries through, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, but
We
it's
need
not
those
the way.
people too.
100%
Yeah.
we do, you know, and kudos to them for doing it.
Yeah.
But it's not how my brain would go.
Yes,
My
yeah.
brain would just switch off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
need that challenge.
Active.
And the bigger the challenge when it comes in, the more I love it.
Yes.
Because you've really got to think.
I mean, you've got me in there, so.
I know, that's a huge challenge. Never know where to go with that one. Yeah.
You got a few good bodybuilders, PTs and stuff
I
coming
do.
to you
I'm
now.
very lucky.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky that
Yeah.
you know, people recommend me
Yes.
and trust me.
Yes.
They trust me to
Yes.
work on their bodies, which I'm
Well,
very
I mean, the
grateful
recommendation comes with the trust, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's right. You know, and of course you've got to get results.
Yeah.
Which has been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Anything that you think we might have missed that you want to...
Oh no, I think I've been pretty well exposed. Giving away
In
my
the best way
age and all the rest of it. Yeah.
And if people want to follow you or engage in your services, can you tell them where to find you?
Yeah, well, they can book online at rewire.com.au, or they can give me a ring, or they can stop into the clinic at Moffat Beach.
Yeah.
And
you have a Facebook and Instagram page?
I do. It's
Yeah.
just Rewire,
Yeah,
so they can find me there.
R-double-E.
W-Y-E-R.
Beautiful.
Yep.
I love your business name. I've always loved your business name. I'm
A
like,
bit
that's
quirky.
so clever though. Like, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, a little bit of a spin. We'll rewire your body and your mind and
yeah,
everything when
I
you
love
come in.
it.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And the clinic is absolutely amazing. Like, I love going in there.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
think we've created,
beautiful
or I've
space.
created a very nice, calm,
You
safe
have
environment.
the biggest salt lamp I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
in there.
yes, don't ask my hubby about that one. It's a challenge.
Yeah. Okay. Noted.
I think it took a bit to get his back into control when we lifted that one.
Yeah.
No, it
It's
is gorgeous.
massive.
Yeah.
But it is beautiful. But you got it just in time before all the weird
I know.
things came in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Funny about that, but anyway.
All right, excellent. Thank you very much for spending your time.
Yeah,
to
thank
come
you very
and
much for
visit
having me. Yeah, it's lovely.
I'll see you Monday to smash you.
Yeah, great. Look forward to it. Can't wait.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and listening. I hope you've got something out of this today. So Ree's obviously available Facebook, Instagram, and she has a website. So I'll drop her details in the show notes anyway. If you have enjoyed the episode, please share, like, and send to a friend. And until next time, see you guys later. Bye.